Back in 2012, I had my first seizure and stroke. My wife passed 5 months to the day later on October 20th, 2012. It just so happens that in the same year, the FBI had to settle 500 cases of remote neural monitoring, break-ins and gang stalking and mobbing, all kinds of stuff. 2017, another lawsuit. 2018, another lawsuit. All public knowledge. Burning sensations, heart attacks, strokes. Now, for me, you know, this has been going on for me 3 years that I'm aware of, but it seems to go back as far as 2012 from what I can dig up, considering, you know, the 5-month gap between my seizure and stroke and her death. You know, I mean, it's just 5 months apart to the same damn day. The NSA is the biggest company that uses remote neural monitoring, along with the military. I've had people open mail at my last location, current location. GPS followed, stalked, harassed, mobbed, vehicular mobbed. High EMF fields. Knocked out with remote neural monitoring till I fell down the steps. Enough being knocked out that if you added the time up, it would probably be weeks shaved off of my life. Under the United States policy, the DOD, DOJ, it is a felony crime to torture a person. UN, Geneva Convention, they all agree. It's a civil liberty, civil rights, and a felony all at the same time. So when you stop someone from doing something, that's also a crime. Breaking and entering, or exiting. Using frequencies to try to injure or kill. The people who take part, your local neighborhood watch, the NSA, the military uses satellites. I mean, there are a bunch of websites. Just Google it and you'll find a bunch of websites that will, you know, tell you about it. There's been a lawsuit almost every year since 2012. 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018. A woman actually won her lawsuit in California. I think it was 2017, 2018. She was actually able to prove that there were damaging radiations coming into her home. And, you know, if you know someone that works at the NSA or something, I guess it's a little easier for you to get a hold of some of the equipment. It could be probably borrowed, snuck out, but it's illegal and it's treasonous to use on the American public. Your phone wiretap hacked. No privacy. what seems to be cameras in your old place that were in the bathroom that everybody said no about, but every time I turned around, somebody would run into the bathroom within 5 minutes. And I mean, if you're smoking, this is my last one, so, well, I mean, it's the last one I have, so, if you're smoking this, and someone knocks you out with remote neural monitoring, and this is dropped on your clothing, what happens? It burns. I mean, I spent a lot of money at my last place to never get the finished product and be called schizophrenic because I woke up to the reality that I was being tortured. I've had doctors ask me if I have brain damage of some sort from an injury or a sport, but the only injury I could have occurred is remote neural monitoring, falling down steps, and being knocked unconscious against my will. Now it's followed me from one location to this location. No TV on. Even though today's the first day in 3 months. Next Wednesday will be 4 months that TV's been off. And I haven't had a TV or watched TV. Well, I've had a TV. I just haven't watched TV in over a year. Today was the first day I actually hooked it up. I hooked it up for my daughter, but she decided she wanted to go out and play, so I turned the TV off. Now I'm being tired of, attempted murders, attempted to stop my heart, attempted to give me an aneurysm, I guess, with the remote neural monitoring, since you always wake up with a headache in the frontal lobe area. Or at least 98% of the time. I'm tired of the no privacy, the stalking with intent, the GPSing. Even the spot right next to my left shoulder blade on my back that keeps burning from time to time and has a little tiny bump that skin has grown over, almost like there's something there, And I have all the patents from mind control all the way down to sleep control, where you can be knocked out by using different frequencies. That might explain why in 2012 I was also found in my neighbor's backyard wearing just jeans and do not remember any of it. Don't remember how I got there. Don't remember when I got there. Don't remember anything other than someone calling my name, and I snapped to it. I snapped awake. Almost like I was sleepwalking. Now it seems to me that somebody's put me on a list and people get free shit to either watch me with broadcast, Wi-Fi shit, like people have the right to invade your privacy. The Fourth Amendment, doesn't give anybody the right to invade this, so they shouldn't be able to invade your head, your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, nothing. I think a class action lawsuit and a good attorney is needed for Maryland. I've already talked with the United States District Attorney. I've already talked to a congressman's office. I think it's time to honestly talk to a civil rights attorney and maybe get some expert witnesses and some other people, in their testimonials. I have affidavits of truth in folders, one in one of my folders, one at another law firm. So yeah, I'm tired of, you know, the enter-exiting, I mean, here's the proof of the enter-exiting. I put this on, and that was not there. Hey, it's an itsy bitsy spider. How about that shit? Outside you go. See? Didn't kill him. Could've. Now, I'm tired of the spying. I'm tired of the hacking. I'm tired of being knocked out. I'm tired of everybody saying, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. I just got off Reddit. I just got off the internet itself from looking everything up and looking up the lawsuits, looking up the patents. This needs to be investigated for everything from civil rights to corruption to a person's decency to have their door closed and have fucking privacy. Not be rained on by frequencies that can be turned on or plugged in or however the fuck they're used. Because, you know, I don't use that shit. And I feel sorry for the people who have never read the Bible, haven't read it all the way through, and, you know, accept gifts or whatever to take part in this treasonous criminal behavior. $18 U.S. 241 is a 10-year felony. Torture is a 20-year felony. 18 U.S. 241 is 2 or more people conspiring against one's rights. 242 is deprivation of rights under the color of law, meaning any government agency or person working in the capacity of a government agency stopping one from their rights under the Constitution or state laws is guilty of a 10-year felony. Aiding and abetting in torture is also a 20-year felony. Now, I've had enough, and I don't think that, you know, if it happened from my last address to this address, and my last address, those people had ties to the NSA, I mean, there you go, connect the dots, you know, 1 + 1 = 2, shit. They're the biggest people that use remote neural monitoring. Every time I was knocked out there, somebody would run to the second floor bathroom. Now I'm tired of that shit. Tired of being knocked out. I'm tired of all of it. And I mean, you know, you gotta go all the way now at this point, like, it hasn't stopped in the 2 or 3 years, 2.5, 3 years that I've noticed it. And it seems to have gone back way farther than I thought it did. Shit stolen, knocked out, then shit missing or rearranged. Shit missing, then reappearing. You know, I'm just tired of that kind of shit. The only thing that never reappears when it comes up missing is cash. That's the only thing that never reappears when it comes up missing. Oh yeah, and prescriptions. So, I'm tired of that shit. You know, I paid enough money at my last place, never got the finished product. And to top it all off, The shit follows you from one location to another. Means coordination, cooperation. And there has to be a payment. I mean, who would stake everything that they have and torturing somebody with the penalty so steep for free? I'm willing to take a polygraph test as long as I have a good civil rights attorney for Department of Justice, Supreme Court, Congress, Senate. Doesn't matter. You can look up all the lawsuits that were filed for remote neural monitoring, broadcasting, mind control. All of it's real. It started in the 50s, 59 or so, 60. Worked their way all the way up to, I think, 2000. You gotta look at the patents. I don't remember the last one. But the one that knocks you asleep started in 73. The patent was good for 17 years. Died in 1990. Then anyone could use it as long as they had the equipment. And that's when the NSA picked it up. I'm sure. You know, I'm pretty sure of that. Now I'm done being tortured. I'm done being injured. I'm done coughing up blood. I'm done coughing up vomit after waking up from remote neural monitoring. Meaning my body must have went into convulsions at some point. After being knocked out from just a half an hour all the way up to the longest of 5.5 hours. So if it's been going on for such a long time, you can see why doctors ask me if I've had brain trauma. You can see, you know, why I said weeks are missing off of my timetable. And I'm sure it causes, you know, damage to other body parts in the same time. So, I'm tired of having my phone hacked or mirrored, wiretapped. I'm tired of having no privacy. Tired of being assaulted with frequencies to the point of heart attack. Tired of being knocked out, unconscious, sitting straight up Indian style. I mean, who falls asleep sitting straight up Indian style? No one. That's not normal. That is the farthest thing from normal, but yet it goes on. It's domestic terrorism. It's treasonous. This shit just has to stop.